In this VLC orientation video, we are going to be going over some just general technology tips for virtual learning to make your virtual learning experience even better and even easier. Let's start out by talking about the Fayette County Public Schools Technology Help Desk. We, as your VLC instructors, are not tech experts. We're pretty good at technology. We're good at using our stuff, but we don't know all the inner functionings of Chromebooks or other district devices. So your technology experts live at the Technology Help Desk downtown. So when in doubt, if you're having any issues with technology, the Help Desk is your best and fastest place to go to get a resolution. So they have a team of experts that are available Monday through Friday, from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. every single day. Their phone number is 859-422-5555. And you can also visit this website that does have some just general technology tips as well. It is www.fcps.net/family/general-tech support. So you can go there and get all of the tech help you need. They will walk you through all kinds of problems, and they are great. They just helped me solve something just yesterday. So we love the Technology Help Desk. Use them as your first stop shop. Now, let's talk about your computer is running really slow. So maybe your teacher has asked you to do this activity on an outside program, and you go to open up the program and it's just spinning and spinning and spinning, and it's just really slow. What do you do? First, check your tabs. If you're anything like me, I'm kind of an out of sight, out of mind person, and so I am completely guilty of having way more tabs open than I should technically need. So if you are having trouble getting something to load, or if it's very slow, the first thing you should do, look at how many tabs you have open. The more tabs you have open, the harder your Chromebook is having to work to process all of that information at the same time. And so to help it out, we can close some of those tabs. So my strategy is, if I know I was leaving a tab open because I needed to complete something, I would grab my handy dandy checklist and a pen, write down what that thing was, and go ahead and close that tab just so I can get what I need to get done now, done in a quicker at a quicker pace. Now, if that does not work, if closing your tabs does not speed up the process or fix the issue, you probably just need to do a full shutdown and restart of your Chromebook. And then if that doesn't work, then we can move on to the next step, which we'll talk about now. So there might be some instances where you have tried all of that. You've closed your tabs, you've restarted your computer, you completely shut down your computer, and then restarted it after a few minutes, and it's still just being wonky. So this is a process called power washing your Chromebook. And what this is going to do, it's going to basically factory reset your Chromebook, where it will take your account off of the Chromebook and any of the things that were associated with your account on the Chromebook. You won't lose any of your assignments because those are all attached to just your general school Google account. So no worries about that. But if it's just not working with a general shutdown, you may try this process. So I'm going to let this expert walk us through how to do a power wash of our Chromebook. It's pretty easy, but it kind of has a couple screens that look scary. So if you're ever in doubt, you can replay this video and watch how to do it, or contact the Technology Help Desk and they'll walk you through this process step by step as well.
Okay, in this quick video, I'm going to show you how to factory reset your Chromebook. It will erase and format the drive. It will reinstall the operating system for you, so you don't need to have an operating system on a separate drive or a separate disk or anything like that, because it's all built in. What you want to do is you want to turn off the machine totally first here. And usually you have a power button here or off to the side. So go ahead and find that power button and turn off the system. Now you want to turn it on by pressing and holding the escape key, the refresh key right here above the 4, and also your power button here on the edge. Press those and hold them for about 10 seconds and the machine will turn on and have this message. Now on this particular unit here, it took about 10 seconds or so before we actually got to see this message, and as now it says, please insert recovery USB stick or SD card. We don't need to do that. But what we are going to do is we're going to be pressing Control and D here to get into developers mode. So press at the same time. And now you'll get this message. It'll say to turn OS verification off, press the enter key. Your system will reboot and local data will be cleared. So press that enter key once now. And now it says the OS verification is off. Press the space key once and you'll hear 2 beeps. And in a moment or two, you'll see this message. It says preparing the system for developers mode. This may take a while. Do not turn your computer off until it is restarted. And after a moment, you'll get this message. It will say OS verification is off. Press the space to re-enable. It may beep twice. Go ahead and hit that space bar once to re-enable it now. And now you'll see the next message. Press the enter key once to confirm. The system will then reboot and clear out all of the local data. That is, it'll format the drive, reinstall the operating system for you, and it'll be just like a brand new unit.
Perfect. So that is how to do a power wash of your Chromebook. It erases all of the data, like if there was something weird that got in the computer's functioning there that was causing it to be weird. Hopefully a power wash will remove any of that and start you from scratch. You will have to log into your school account again on the Chromebook and reattach your account to the Chromebook, but that's easy. It's just a simple login, and then you should be able to pull up Canvas and relog into everything that you need. All right, so that's power washing. When in doubt, call the help desk. If you feel a little weird about that multi-step process, call the help desk. They will walk you through it. All right, let's move on to one of my favorite things to use, which is pinned tabs. So if you know that you are going to be using different programs or tabs every single day on your Chromebook, then there's an easy way to make sure that they automatically open every time you open Google Chrome or whatever browser you're using. So here's how to pin tabs, and I'm also going to show you how to do it. You are just going to open up Google, open up a new browser window. You're going to open the website that you know you're going to use basically every single day at VLC. You're going to right-click, or on the Chromebook, we're going to talk about Chromebook shortcuts here in a second. You're going to hold down the Alt key and then just click on the tab, and it should open up this drop-down menu, and you should see an option that says Pin. You're going to click on Pin, and now that you'll see the tab kind of shorten and get a little smaller and go all the way over to the left, and then it'll just live there, and it will not close unless you unpin it and then close it. So it'll be there. It'll open up automatically every single time you open Google with your school account, and I just think it makes it that much easier, because if I'm using something every day, I don't have to actually open it up or type the URL every single day. So I would recommend pinning Canvas, your student email, Infinite Campus, and EOS in your pinned tab. So let me demonstrate how to do this for you so that you know. Let's say I have my Canvas here. I also have bookmarked Canvas. Bookmarks are great. Most of you know how to use bookmarks, so I'm not going to show you how to do that today. If you have questions about how to bookmark something, ask any of us. We'll teach you through it. But let's say I opened up my Canvas. Now I want to pin my Canvas, and I know I want to pin it all the way over here. I'll drag the tab over there for us. I'm going to right-click or hold down Alt and click to bring up this menu here. I'm going to come down to Pin, because I want that tab to live up there every single day, no matter if I close stuff out. And you'll see it is pinned right here. I can do the same thing with my Infinite Campus. I can open up Infinite Campus, drag it over to where I want, right click or hold down Alt and click, pin it, and it's as easy as that. And if I go and I hit the X here, I'm not going to exit out because I have my presentation open. But if I exit it out and then open Google Chrome back up, Canvas and Infinite Campus would automatically open. Pinning tabs is really great for all of those websites that you use every single day. All right, another cool thing that I want to talk about is voice to text on Google Docs. So if you are somebody who likes to talk out your thoughts when you're completing assignments, then this could be a really great way to take notes, to kind of talk out if you're, writing an argument paper for English class or something. You can talk out your argument and it will type it for you without you actually having to type. So voice to text on Google Docs is awesome when you're needing to do things like that. So I want you to open up a Google Doc. A lot of us who use Google Assignments, we will just make a Google Doc for you and attach it to the assignment on Canvas. So open up whatever document you need to type on Google. You're going to open up the tools bar at the very top. You can see that pictured here on the slide. You're going to scroll down and choose voice typing. It has a little microphone icon. And then you will see a microphone pop up on the actual screen itself. When you want to actually begin speaking and have it type for you, then you'll need to click on the microphone and then it should turn red. And that is when you can start speaking. When you start speaking, it will start typing it out for you. But the one thing I will tell you about voice to text on Google Docs is that you have to speak your punctuation marks. So you have to say things like, um, I am typing this right now, comma, and I hope it will be correct, period. So you see how I actually verbalized my punctuation marks? You have to do that when you are using voice to text because Google is not going to automatically punctuate things for you. It often also mishears words. So we're from the South. Some of us have accents. Some of us might have moved here from other places or other countries. So sometimes voice to text can be, it can mishear things. So you'll have to go back and double check it and manually fix words that it has gotten incorrect. It also does not, it like will not capitalize things when it needs to be capitalized, and it will miss some punctuation marks. So you do have to go back and edit when you're using voice to text. Let me demonstrate this for you so that you know how to do it. On your Google document, you will go to the Tools tab up here. You will go down to Voice Typing, and you will see this microphone pop up here. It says click to speak. Right now, it is not typing anything because I haven't clicked on it and it's not red. When I click on it, it'll turn red. Then, comma, I can start to speak, comma, and Google will start to type, period. To get it to stop, you can click on the microphone again. It will stop. Now notice here, it did capitalize the first letter of this sentence. What I have found is it struggles once you start doing really long bits of voice to text. It will forget to capitalize here and there. So you cannot just do your voice and then not look at the document again. You have to go back, you have to edit. And then did you hear how I voiced my punctuation marks in that sentence? You have to do that. Otherwise, it will not know to put commas, periods, exclamation marks, question marks, things like that. Voice to text is awesome. Use it to help you on some of your assignments, and especially for taking notes. I think that that's the most valuable way. Okay, let's talk about some shortcuts on your Chromebook keyboard that you will need to know to kind of speed up your life. I'm going to move myself up here so that we can actually see this image. Okay, so the first shortcut I want to talk about is how to right click on your Chromebook, because your Chromebook doesn't have an actual, you can see my keyboard here has actual buttons, left and right click. But your Chromebooks won't have that. So how do you actually right click to get the drop down menu on certain things? So what you're going to do is you're going to hold the Alt tab. So the Alt tab is, the Alt key is here. You're going to hold that down, and then you're going to click on whatever it is you want the drop down to come down. So Alt click is what will bring the drop down menu down for whatever you're trying to do. That's how you can do things like pinning tabs or whatever. So the right click on your Chromebook is you hold down Alt and then you click. Okay, so how do you copy something on Chromebooks? There will be times where you need to copy and paste. Maybe you're trying to use textual evidence from an article and you're going to cite your source, right? So we're using copying and pasting ethically. But how do you actually copy something? If you're copying text from one place to another, you're going to have to highlight the text first, and then you are going to hold the Control key while you are hovering over the text with your cursor. You're holding down the Control key, and then you're going to tap the C key. So Control C is copy. And then if it's an image or a text box or something like that that's not text that you want to copy, you're going to click on the element that you want to copy and then hold down the Control key, tap C, and then your computer will know to copy that information. So how do you get it somewhere? How do you paste it? Well, you're going to click on wherever you want it to be pasted, and then you're going to hold down that control key and tap V. All right, so that's copy and paste. You will use that frequently, especially when you're doing research and you're going to like copy textual evidence. You're going to cite your source, though. We're not just copying and pasting without citing. But there will be times you need to copy and paste things from one place to another. How do you take a screenshot? So there will be some assignments that maybe you complete on an outside program and your teacher might ask you to take a screenshot of that. So how do you do that on your computer? On your Chromebook, what you will do is you will hold down 3 buttons. So it's a little more complicated, and I've got this picture on the slide for you to show you. So you've got to hold down the control key, the shift key, and what we call the show windows key. But if you look at the image I've got here, it's at the very top and it's got like a square and then a couple lines. So if you can find that key on your keyboard, that is called the show windows key. So to take a screenshot, you're going to hold down control, you're going to hold down shift at the same time without letting up on the control key. And then you're going to press the show windows key there at the top. That should take a screenshot, and then you should be able to paste that screenshot in to wherever you need it to go. All right, so we'll use that feature on some assignments for your classes in virtual learning environment here. How do you undo something on a Chromebook? So let's say, oh my gosh, I just made a huge mistake and accidentally deleted a whole paragraph of my paper. Well, Google and your operating system is built in a failsafe, right? A way for you to undo that action. So you're going to hold down the control key and then tap on the Z key. Control Z will undo the last action. Let's say you accidentally deleted a whole paragraph, but you kept typing. You can sometimes hit Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. You might have to hit it a couple of times to get back to the last action, the big one that you want to undo. All right, so Control Z will undo the one last action, but if you hit it a couple times, it'll keep undoing in a chain. So use that to fix any big mistakes that happen. The last one I want to talk about is how to zoom in and out, because if your eyes are anything like mine, sometimes we got to zoom in on some of the things that are posted on our virtual learning. So to zoom in, you're going to hold down the control key and tap the plus key. And you can do this as many times as you need to. And then to zoom out, you're going to hold down control and tap the minus key. And that is going to be some general tech tips that you can use as you proceed through your virtual learning experience here at VLC.